Hello and welcome to Ocean Roamer's Mixed Reef. This is just a journal on how I achieved to set up a 350 litre mixed reef setup. Hope you enjoy. Today we're going to be talking about what I used to start cycling the system and also the test kits that I'm currently using and any updates on equipment. G'day, and today we're going to be talking about what I've used to cycle the tank, problems and issues that I've encountered, and as you can see the tank is currently quite cloudy, which I'll be talking about, and also equipment and test kits that I'm currently using as well. So stay tuned and yep, like I said, we'll be showing warts and all. So at the moment, tank's not looking too crash hot, but I'm not panicking. I've no livestock in, and I know it'll swing round. So just a case of patience. As you can see, here's the two products that I've used for cycling the tank. So Cycle Right and Back to Boost. Okay, number one, we're going to talk about actually the cycling process, what I did, and also how I recorded my results as well. So I actually recorded them on a paper Excel spreadsheet, wrote them down, and then from there I actually punched them into the computer on the same Excel spreadsheet. So I've got a written copy that stays next to the tank, and I've also got a copy on the PC as well, that's printable. So let's move forward and I'll show you the results that I'm getting at the moment. As you can see from the chart, I record dates, temperatures, specific gravity, pH, ammonia, nitrate, and I also put a couple of maintenance notes in just to jog my memory as I look back in time what I did. And that may reflect on results that I'm getting later on down the track. So yeah, good tool to use for reference when things go wrong or things go right. Okay, so let's talk about how I started the cycle process. So on the 13th of the 6th 2020, I started the cycle process. I followed the instructions on the Cycle Right container I was using. And according to the calculations, I put in 15 millilitres of Cycle Right. I did a test result the following day on the 14th. I recorded a temperature of 24.7. In the SG notes, I've got a G there, and you're probably wondering what's G. Well, I was using a hydrometer at that stage, and it had a green mark where the SG was supposed to be within 0.001 to 0.005, and that was the green range, so I marked it as G in the green range. pH went on to be 8.2, ammonia kicked in at 0.5, no nitrite, no nitrate. So continuing through, I'm not going to read all the results out because I'll just bore the pants off you. So the next thing that happened was on the 18th of the 6th, I put in more life rock, which we'll talk about later. Life rock is not live rock, it's just life rock. So it doesn't actually come off a reef or anything like that. It's manufactured to look like live rock, the colouring of it and that, but we'll get into that a bit later. So I added some more of that rock into the tank, and on the 19th of the 6th I put in another 35 millilitres of Back to Boost. Back to Boost is, they tell me it's supposed to bring down the ammonia, so it's all the good bacteria, not bad bacteria, good bacteria that we want in there. So that's working, trying to bring down the ammonia levels. So let's have a look. Yeah, because on the 18th of the 6th, my ammonia was starting to spike at 1.0. So that's why I had the 35 ml of Bacta Boost. Then on the 26th of the 20th, my ammonia dropped back down to 0.5. And I think actually this is where I stuffed up a bit, because my cycle was happening that quick and I was like, wow. And I think that was due to the Bacta Boost. And in hindsight now, I can see where I've stuffed up, because I've gone, okay, let's try and put some more cycle right in to bring the ammonia back up. So what did I do? I went and put another 10 ml of cycle right in to bring the ammonia back up, which it did on the 22nd. The ammonia shot back up to 1.0 again. Nitrite and nitrate still reading zero, both at 0. So on the 23rd, because I'm still getting a spike in the ammonia again, I've then gone and added another 35 ml of Bacta Boost to bring the ammonia down, which bang, straight away it did. 0.5 on the 24th for ammonia, but all of a sudden my water's gone very, very, very cloudy. And I guess with the additional loads that I've put in there on the biological loads, what I'm getting is a biological bloom, they tell me. And now it's just a case of leave everything alone, stop messing about with it, switch the skimmer on, aerate the water, maybe slow the water movement down a bit within the tank, not the actual return pump, but the wave makers and so on, the power heads, slow them down a bit, and just let it go through its natural process. Don't panic. I've no livestock in. I'm not going to kill or harm anything, so just relax and take it on the chin you stuffed up and move forward. Okay, so that explains the results anyway, so we'll move on to the next section. Okay, so moving along, I think we're going to save the next section for next week, and we'll probably start looking at what we actually put in the system as towards the sand and the rock. So how I set up that, how I came about mixing my water and putting the water in and bringing it all up to temperature and getting it to specific gravity. So that'll be next week's video, I think. Just remember, relax. You'll get there eventually. Don't rush it. Stuff up. I stuffed up. I'll put it on here. You know, the end result should be a beautiful looking tank at the end of the day, as long as you know what you've done wrong and how to rectify it. I think that's the way. Alright, have fun, and I'll see you next week. Cheerio.